Hey guys, welcome to the channel if you're new, welcome back if you're a subscriber. My name's Neil and it's time for the next episode of Lost. Season 4 kicked off with a bang, guys. I loved the beginning of the end. Such a great setup to a new season. We've split the survivors into two camps. One led by Jack going back to the beach, presumably to be rescued. The other led by Locke going to Otherville, also known as the barracks. We can't trust the rescue, guys. That's the big thing right now, is Charlie's dying message to Desmond has been relayed to everybody, and it said it's not Penny's boat. These aren't, because Naomi, when she parachuted onto the island and got injured and rescued by our survivors, she, all her actions are much more suspicious now. Obviously, she has a sat phone, which was the key to getting in contact with the ship. But she was speaking a bunch of different languages in her injured state when she was pulled down from the tree. She told Hurley that there were no survivors of Oceanic Flight 815, that the wreckage was discovered in the Java Trench, which I've already said in a previous episode, and I've even shown maps, makes no sense geographically. At the time, it made us go, what on earth does that mean? But now you have to question whether she was just straight lying, and if she was, why? What's the motivation for that particular lie? We get that we understand that she may have been lying if who she's working for, now clearly not Penny, because, I'm all over the place here. So many things spinning through my head, but Naomi also said she was working for Penny. She said Penny's name by name. Like, she said that Penny has organized this expedition to find Desmond. It turns out that the Oceanic survivors are also here, which is great news, but that was the cover story. And when Charlie spoke to Penny moments before dying, drowning in the looking glass, Penny had no idea who Naomi was. She had no idea about the boat. So she's been doing her own search, but whoever's on the boat, whoever's on that freighter, whoever Naomi is working with is something else entirely. And who are they? Have they just been trying to find this island? Now, here's an interesting question. This just occurred to me, and I mean, maybe I'm dumb for it taking so long, but what if the freighter is the Dharma Initiative? Because the Dharma Initiative, I think, is still active, if only because of the food drops and the fact that Swan Station was still operating. So, as much as Ben tried to wipe them all out and killed many of them back in the early 90s, we figure the purge happened in about 91, 92. But the Dharma Initiative is still in operation. They still have links with the mainland. They've still been doing food drops. They hired Kelvin to go work in the Swan. So the Dharma Initiative still exists. So maybe they've somehow been unable to get on the island in the past or find it or something. But now, with Jack's help and Naomi's phone and everything else, they've figured out a way. And maybe Ben understands this. Maybe Ben's lying about it. Like, Ben's so good at not sharing what he knows and what he doesn't know, and lying about what he does know and lying about what he doesn't know, that you just don't know what to make of it. But perhaps that's what he's been going on about when he says this is the beginning of the end, that these people can't be trusted, that you're not going to get rescued, etc., etc., etc. Maybe Naomi's part of the Dharma Initiative, and they've been trying to get back on the island for over a decade, since the purge. Maybe. I don't know. So many questions. So many other mysteries that are just like would be huge mysteries, and yet they've just been tossed to the side because we've been on this wild roller coaster over the last 3 episodes, bridging the 2 seasons. But who did Hurley see in the cabin just before he bumped into Locke last episode? There was somebody in the in the rocking chair, and then somebody popped up in front, and that might have been Locke, but I haven't edited the episode yet, so I haven't like gone back to look again. And who was in the rocking chair? Was either of those people Jacob? We know Ben wasn't there. There's a question. What's up with Richard? Richard doesn't age, or has barely aged in the last 40 years, 30, 40 years since Ben first arrived on the island. So are there others like him, past hostiles, who don't age? And wouldn't Ben love to be one of them, be an immortal living on the island? And why, if Richard hasn't aged, how old is he? And why has he sort of relinquished control of the others to Ben? That's an interesting question. This show, I've never watched a show that just fills my brain with so many questions and so much excitement to find out the answers to those questions. I should be used to this feeling by now. We're, 80, well, we're closing in on 80 episodes or something. But it still gets me. It still gets me when there's exciting new episodes like this. I've barely even been able to process the big heavy stuff that Charlie's dead, his ghost, Hurley seeing his ghost. Ghosts are popping up all over. Jacob may be a ghost. Ben's seen ghosts. Are there characters that are entirely ghosts and we just haven't put the 2 and 2 together yet? I don't know. I might be losing it a little bit, guys. I don't want to lose it. But this show's driving me a little bit bonkers in a good way. So let's jump into it. Let's just go there. Before we do, though, if you like what I'm doing here, guys, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and please check out my Patreon. The link is in the description below. That's where you can find all my full-length reactions to every episode of Lost, plus everything else I do. You can get early access to all my future reactions. Usually we're at least a couple of weeks ahead. And you can vote on the shows I react to next. So if that's something you're interested in checking out, it would be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's jump into episode 2 of season 4 of Lost. This one's called Confirmed Dead. Oh. Undersea? Remote sub?
Drone's got nothing but seafood at 5,000 meters below.
5,000 meters below?
But don't hold your breath.
Oh. We're seeing stuff.
Is picking up a hell of a lot of anomalies down here.
Plane wreckage. There's the tail. Is this the Java Trench? So they really did find a plane.
It's Oceanic 815.
In remarkably good shape. Yeah, it makes no sense where it is. Oh, are we getting a Penny episode? Oh. Who is he? Who does he know? Oh, okay. So they all bailed, or some of them bailed at least. Is this the guy that bumps into yeah. Is this Dan? So why did he join the rescue team? What? Oh, so confused.
I'm Daniel Faraday.
Daniel Faraday.
I'm here to rescue you.
Why is he wearing a suit?
Hey, George, it's Daniel. I made contact with some of the survivors, and we were just...
Am I on speaker?
Not suspicious.
Don't worry. Naomi covered for us.
Yeah, I think that "tell my sister she's okay" message was a code.
There's a cabin I have to go to.
I thought the cabin was back that way.
What did you say, Hugo?
You saw the cabin.
About the airplane cabin.
Come on, telling us who you're getting your orders from, Colonel Kurtz?
Jacob. I like the Apocalypse Now
Got him from Walt.
/ Heart of Darkness reference from Walt. Get moving. Did Walt tell him more that we didn't see? These sat phones have really good batteries. We've been using it a lot lately.
Is that from your chopper?
Going down. Guess that's why they pushed me out.
Did I see Biohazard?
What's this for? Why did you bring the gun?
So untrustworthy.
Rescuing you and your people, can't really say it's our primary objective.
Then what is?
It's Miles. It's Miles. Come on.
Doesn't mean you get away without answering.
Walt. Only taller.
Taller?
Yeah, but
What, like a giant?
no. About 2 years older.
He said I had work to do, that I had to stop this woman, Naomi, from bringing the rest of her people here. Walt saved my life, so I pretty much took him at his word. The bullet went in one side, came out the other. I'd probably be dead if I still had a kidney there.
That's the only thing it would have hit, is the kidney. I love that having the donating the kidney actually saved him. Oh, that's not good. Check his hands. Check his hands.
Back up, handsome.
What the fuck?
Whoa, Miles! You want to tell me where Naomi is? The woman you killed.
Yeah, it was definitely a coded message she left. Tell my sister I love her.
The plane accounted for, and a salvage mission unlike.
So we're getting flashbacks for all these rescue team guys?
124 passengers dead.
Which room is it?
It's upstairs at the end of the hall.
What does he do?
No matter what you hear, don't come up.
What? He's got a little vacuum? What? It's like the shark, right? Oh, no. Was he a ghost hunter? Are ghosts like a big part of season 4 here? Is he trying to talk to the murdered son?
You're not doing your grandmother any good staying here, man.
It's a haunting. He's an exorcist. Sort of.
So where is it?
What? The stash. Okay, so he's like a minor drug dealer. That's it?
Wasn't as tricky as I thought.
He gives her $100 for the stash.
Even if I took you to her body, you wouldn't know what happened.
No!
He would.
Now take me to her body.
Yeah. He'll know. Wow, we're introducing a bunch of interesting new characters this year. I have no idea what to make of them all yet, but
Mind if I ask you a question, James?
Yeah, I do.
don't leave that gun so close to
Why'd you
him.
leave Kate behind?
Wasting your time, Yoda.
Back in the real world, a low-life scam artist like you could never compete with a first-class surgeon.
Anyone want to tell me why we're keeping this guy alive?
Because he has information we need. And because apart from his mouth, he's completely harmless.
His mouth put that hole in your gun.
Let's execute him right here, right now, in front of his daughter.
Not his daughter.
They didn't kill her. Happened like they said it did.
Charlotte.
Put the guns down.
Now, why would I do that?
Because our friends are out in the jungle right now holding the gun at your head.
How stupid do you think?
I don't know, Miles. How stupid are you?
Okay, let's meet rescuer number 3 in Tunisia. Polar bear? Is that what a polar bear skeleton looks like? Hydra
Is
station.
that a caller?
Okay. There's a predicament. So this is 3 kilometers away. And they're there already. Locke's group.
Why?
But here we are, alive and well, and you don't seem remotely surprised to see us.
Oh, my God. You guys were on Oceanic Flight 815. Wow. That better?
Miles is a shit, but I kind of like him. Also, he's a ghost talker.
Well, I've got about 1 million more questions I want to ask you, but they can wait until we get you back to the freighter.
See, there's your problem. We don't want to be found.
Your friend, Charlotte.
Coming in hot.
He's running from something.
If that was 3 kilometers away, there's no way she was moving that fast. Just running. What are we hearing animal-wise? Transponder on a pig? On the dog. Okay. I think there's one more survivor, rescuer that we're supposed to meet, right?
We have confirmation that this is the pilot, Captain Seth Norris.
Was that the pilot?
Look, I'm staring at the television right now. You're broadcasting footage of the wreckage and saying that that's the pilot, Seth Norris. Well, that's not him.
How exactly is it that you know all about Captain Norris?
Because I was supposed to be flying Oceanic 815 on that day.
Oh, jeez. This is like the first time we've really gotten out into the real world and see how other people are dealing with the flight. This is just like 2 months later, he's like in the Bahamas running a travel agency. Hello, cow.
That's somebody from my team. What's wrong with you people?
We keep moving forward as planned.
If you think you're gonna bloody stop me from getting to my...
Whoa! Fucking Ben. I mean, there's no way she's living. Like, how? Is she wearing Kevlar? You gotta get rid of Ben.
Where's the chopper? Where did it crash?
Crash? What kind of pilot do you think I am?
There it is. It's a chopper. It's a way off. 1, 2, 3, 4 survivors there.
None of them have field experience, military training. It'll be a disaster.
They're not unprotected. They have you.
What if we find survivors from 815?
There were no survivors.
Yes, I know. But what if there are survivors?
But what if?
Don't ask questions. Just do what you were hired for.
God, he's intense. Who is he? If it's the Dharma Initiative, it's changed a lot.
What's your name again?
Juliet.
You weren't on that plane, were you?
Miles? He's a native.
Where is he? Back off.
Where's who?
You want to know why we're here? I'll tell you why we're here.
They want Ben.
We're here for Benjamin Linus.
James, I stand corrected.
You want me to do it?
No, it's my mess. I'll clean it up.
I have information that you need. I have answers.
Black Smoke, the monster. What is it?
I don't know.
Her name is Charlotte Lewis.
How does he know
Charlotte
her?
Staples Lewis. Born July 2nd, 1979, Essex, England. She's here with 2 other team members and a pilot. Their names Daniel Faraday, Miles Strom, Frank Lapidus.
These people are a threat. And if you
To
shoot
Ben.
me, you'll never know how great a threat they were. Because I know what they're doing here.
What do they want?
Me, James, they want me.
How do you know all this?
Because I have a man on their boat.
George McCloskey? Wow, this show's going fast. We met the rescue team. Miles, the Ghostbuster. Daniel, the super nervous physicist who doesn't like to get pigeonholed. Charlotte, the anthropologist. And the pilot, was his name Frank, I think? In the edit, I will go through with all their last names and try and figure out some anagrams because I feel like Miles Strom is going to be like, I know you can get lost. Hang on a second. I need to do this right now. Miles Strom becomes lost, leaves IESR. It's almost more losties. Anyway, give me some time with that and maybe I'll come up with something better. I'll have to go back to the edit of episode 1, too, because I need to learn the name of Lance Reddick's character, who plays a serious dude in a suit so frickin' well. He's got the most intense face. So I need to learn his character name, because he's clearly the one organizing this mission. Naomi was his point person, and they assembled this team of 4 misfits for some reason. I'm not sure why we needed those 4 in particular, but presumably we're going to find out a lot more. But to get Ben, and presumably to, like, it feels like that team of 4 are there for the island itself. They're not there to capture Ben per se. You know, Miles is there to talk to the ghosts on the island. We've talked about that. Daniel, the physicist, is probably there for the magnetism or something. Charlotte, the anthropologist, is there for the zoology, and I mean, we're talking anthropology, that's human history, so maybe she's there for the giant foot statue, and the pilot's the pilot, but he's got a connection to the island too, because he was supposed to be the captain of 815, and we know that what is in the Java Trench is not 815, even though it's being sold to the world as 815, but how do you just sink an airplane with at least a couple of bodies in it covertly? Like, how does that happen? But that's been done. So, I mean, clearly our dude, I'm going to just call him Lance for the time being. Clearly Lance has resources to put together this kind of mission. Is he the one that put the plane down in the Java Trench? Man, I don't even know. But John Locke's quest for knowledge will prevent him from killing Ben. He won't. Answers matter more to him than revenge. Even with somebody as dangerous as Ben, who would have totally killed Charlotte if she wasn't wearing Kevlar. So we've still got a bunch of survivors just hanging out on the beach waiting for the freighter to come. We've got our 4 heroes with most of the rescue crew at the chopper. Ben has a mole on the boat. Is that a new person, or is that somebody we know already and haven't seen for a bit? Could be. But all will be revealed soon enough, I'm sure. Man, this show moves so fast, packs so much new information into every episode, keeps me on my toes. I love the feeling of watching the show. I don't know. I like having mysteries. I like piecing things together. I like when I don't piece things together. I do get the answers eventually, mostly, from the show. But the show feels so different right now than it did just like a handful of episodes ago. Suddenly, the world has found the island, even if it's just this one freighter, even if it's just this one covert mission. There's suddenly interaction. Like we suddenly got all this flashback, A, to introduce our characters, but B, to see how the world was reacting to the news that Flight 815 was found with no survivors. I don't even know how to process all of this, but man, what a fun ride it is. So thank you guys for joining me on the ride. Until next time, everybody, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.